Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video we are going to solve maths paper 1 questions on variation for 2019 and 2020. So let's get started. Okay, so this is the question for 2019 on variations. So the question says A varies directly as B and as the square of C. Okay, so A varies directly as B and as the square of C. And A is equals to 30 when B is equals to 2.5 and C is equals to 2. Okay, so we have our question. So it was the question 15. It was question 15. So they are saying A varies directly as B. So to vary directly, it means A will simply be in the same line as B. Okay, so this is what direct variation means. So when A varies direct as B, it means A will be equal to B provided the one of these two is multiplied by a certain number which we call the constant K. So the K, we just put it. It's a standard, it should be there. So but what we are relating is A and B. So A varies directly as B means they'll be in the same line. Maybe your question will be, what about for inverse? How is it different? So for inverse, if it was for inverse, just for demonstration sake, if they said A varies inversely as B, would have said A is equals to K over B. So as you can see, A and B, they are not equal. A instead is equals to the constant K over B. So this means A is inversely related to what? To B, or A varies inversely as B. But in our question it says A varies direct as B. So if it's direct variation, they will be in the same line, or A is equals to B provided the other one is multiplied by a constant K. So the constant will always be there whether it's inverse or direct. Okay, so understanding our question further, we can see that the question is saying A varies directly as B and as the square of C. So actually it's not only B, A is varying direct as B, but also directly as the square of C. Remember, square means not square root but square. Square means power 2, then square root, that's that symbol. So it's saying A varies directly as B and as the square of C. So A is direct to both B and C. There's no inverse in this question. That's why we do not have anything written in the form of a fraction on the other side, because the fraction usually represents inverse variation. Okay, so let's continue. So we have been given to say actually this is the relationship, and the A will be equal to 30, and then B will be equal to 2.5, and then C is equals to 2. Remember, do not use a calculator when solving this question because this is for paper 1. So given this information, you are always asked to first find the value of K, which is the constant of variation. So part A is saying find the value of A. So part A of question 15 is saying what's the value of A. So this one, it's you to come up with it. It's not even part of the question. No, question is a value of K. So to find the value of K, you need first to come up with the relationship. So like we said, A varies directly as B and as the square of C. Remember, always in variation we need to put a constant K, whether it's direct or inverse. So that will be our expression. Then to find K, you replace these values in this expression that you've come up with. So A is the 30 we have been given in the question, then K our B is 2.5, then our C is 2 to the power 2. So we can simply say 30 is equals to K 2.5. Then from here we know that 2 to the power 2 is 4. Okay, so 2 to the power 2 means 2 times 2, which is 4. Then further we can say 30 is equals to 12K, and then we multiply 2.5 times 4. So multiplying it will be 2.5 times 4. So this will be 4 times 5, it's 20. So we write 0, we carry the 2. Then we say 4 times chi, because the number is double digits, 20 has double digits, so you can't write both down unless if it was the final number. So you write 0, you leave the 2. Then 4 times 2, this is giving us what? 8 plus the 2 that we left, it's 10. So since 10 is the last value we are multiplying with here, we can write it in full. Okay, so we found that the value we are getting is 100, but this is not the answer, because in the numbers that we have multiplied here, the 1 has a decimal point. So always you need to start from the end. So you need also to ensure that your answer has a decimal place, at least 1, because here there is 1 decimal place. So even in your answer there should be 1 decimal place. So from here you make a step 1. So here there should be a point. So 10.0 is the same as 10. In short, we have 10. Even when you went down the calculator, 2.5 times 4, you should find 10. But in the exam, you are not required to use the calculator, because this is the paper 1. So it will be 30 equals, so this times this, it will be 10K. Okay, then from there we are going to say 30 is equals to 10K. We divide both sides by 10, then we get our constant of variation, which is 3. So once we find our constant of variation, that's our solution for A. We come to part B. So part B, we are given a different scenario. They want us to find the value of C in part B, but when B, so B is equals to 2, and then C is equals to, so okay, so actually what they are saying, we find B is equals to 2 and C is equals to 3. Okay, so they want us to find what will be the value of A. Okay, so what will be the value of A? Okay, so that is what they want us to find. That is what is absent. So we're going to say we use the same expression that we created at first. So we're going to bring it down here. It was A is equals to K BC square. Then in this question, we know now that our A is the one that we do not know. Our constant of variation is the one we are from finding, it's 3. Then our value of B is 2. Then our value of C we have been given here in the question for part B is 3 to the power 2. Remember, C here as a square from the beginning here. So we're going to say A is equals to, this times this is 6. Then 3 to the power 2 means 3 to the power 2 does not mean 3 times 2. No, it means 3 should multiply itself twice. So it's 3 times 3, which is 9. Then A is equals to, so the question is, what is 6 times 9? Okay, so what is 6 times 9? So remember, here we do not have a calculator. So if you want, you can say 6 times 6. You know, I'm sure that it's 36. Then you can ask yourself 6 times 6. So the other one, it means you are remaining with the 3 sixes, which is the 18. So you can add. So you can say this plus this, you're going to have 4. This plus this, you're going to have 14. So you're going to write 4 carry 1. This times this is 4 plus 1, 5. So it's 54. Okay, so this will become your answer for part B. Then part C will simply be values. Part C will simply be values of C when A is equals to. So for part C, I've been given A is equals to 300, and B is equals to 4. Then they want you to find the values of C. Okay, so remember our expression is A is equals to, our expression is A is equals to KBC square. So A we have been given is 300. Then our K we have found already the constant there, it is 3 here. And then we have been given here the B should be 4. The B should use is 4. And then the A, or the A is 300. So what is missing is actually the C. Okay, so what is missing is the C squared that we do not know. So the K, the B we know of, and the A. So it will be 300 is equals to 3 times the 4. This is the 12. So 12C squared. So the next question is for you to continue, you need to divide both sides. So it will be 312C square. So you divide by 12. Divide by 12, you cancel. So you're going to have C square is equals to 300 divided by 12. So you need to ask yourself, what number can you use to reduce this? So you can even use 2. So you can say 2 into 12 is 6. And then 2 into 30, what do you get? 2 into 30, it's actually 10. Then 2 into 0, it's 0. So 2 into, or 2 into 30, sorry, this is the 15. Okay, so 2 into 12 is 6, then 2 into 30 is 15. So 2 into 0 it's 0. So we are remaining with 150. So what we have is now 150 over 6. So we can reduce further. We can say you can find again a number that can go into 6 and 150. So you can say 3 into 6, this is the 2, it goes there twice, the 3. And then 3 into 15, it goes there 5 times. So into 0, it's 0. So we remain with 50 over 2. So this will be C is equals to 50 divided by 2. This is 25. So for us to find the value of C, we need to introduce square roots. Then the power 2 and the square root, they cancel. So our value of C will be positive or negative 5, because the answers that comes from a square root can either be positive or negative. So we have two answers, a positive 5 or a negative 5. So always remember, when you're calculating a square root, the answer can be positive or negative. So that's why even the question is saying find the values of C, not the value of C. If you check the other two questions, they were saying value of K, and the B was saying value of C. But this one, because the answers will be 2 of them, is saying values of C, meaning there are 2. So that is the positive, and that is the positive and negative 5 we have found. So please, we end here. This is our solution for 2019. But check out for our next video on variation, that is solving a question for 2020. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video so that others also can be helped. Thank you.